Hi everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 3, Episode 11. Now, I don't know how, but somehow between cutting on my camera and picking up my phone, I didn't accidentally deleted the notes off my phone. So, I'm going to try to go off top of the dome since it just came on. First, we're starting off with Lil Lyrica. She is finally coming to the realization that, dang, a lot of the stuff that my mama does, that's causing problems in my relationship. Now, what took her this long to realize that is beyond me, because I seen your mama and how it was going to affect your relationship the very first scene y'all was on here. And now you're trying to get Mama Pam to ride with you to exchange cars. I can see that going oh so many wrong ways. But Mama Pam said it best. Big Lyrica, she's threatened if anybody that comes close or gets close to Lil Lyrica. She don't want that. It's always been them and she want to keep it that way. But Lil Lyrica, she done found a man she loved and she got married to him. And the only reason that you weren't at the wedding, because you be like to cut up several foods every time you get around him, her husband, or his mama. And since y'all couldn't be in the same room, they eliminated y'all and just went on ahead and loved y'all themselves. So, I'm glad that she realized that, hey, my mama, she does cause a lot of drama in my relationship. Then we got MASIKA and HAZEL E. HAZEL E ain't been on since last year, but now she's back with a new song, and apparently it's by Fetty Wap. Now, what the thing I can't get about these two is we're fighting over yet another man that neither one of us are with. Like, first it was Young Bird. HAZEL E thought her and Young Bird had something, and he was basically like, no, this ain't what it is. Got with MASIKA. Them two were fighting. Like, he dogged HAZEL E, then he was beating on you. So now y'all fighting over Fetty Wap, or whether Fetty Wap was in the song with HAZEL E or not. Because that's what the thing is. HAZEL E, she didn't do the song and she said that Fetty Wap was in it. MASIKA feels that's not Fetty Wap. She lied. But I don't know what was. I'm mad at her still because it's Young Bird situation. So I'm going to lie and say I'm in the song with Fetty Wap. Because I know these two are not really getting along right now. And that's going to cause some trouble with them. So when, this is what MASIKA tells us that she called, Fetty Wap on the phone. So I look her. Was you in the song with HAZEL E? Apparently he said he ain't never heard of the girl. So she's like, do you mind if I send you something? I'm like, y'all can't have a good conversation without cussing each other out when it got something to do with baby. But y'all have a civil conversation about whether he on the song with somebody or not. Okay, this is what you're telling us. He said that wasn't him. They laughed, and I guess it was, putting HAZEL E's name out there. So he was like, go ahead, expose her for the liar she is. And that's what she did. Like, really, that's what y'all doing? Then we got Princess telling of all people, bringing it that, hey, I'm thinking about getting a prenup. Now, her thing is, I'm not getting a prenup because I want to take his money. I want to get a prenup because he took the trademark from my name. And I'm like, didn't know you can do that. Like, I was like, he took the trademark your name, Princess, but it was Princess Love. When they broke up before, he bought the trademark to her name. Then stole her car and all this other stuff. So she looking out for the best of Princess Love. So she's like, everything that I built before I got with him, I wanted to make sure it's mine. But then I had to rewind because she said, okay, with his prenup, it's going to be null and void if he has another baby while we're married. And I said, did she say another baby? Like he has a baby out there now that he didn't have without her with somebody else while they was together? Now, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought of her to say, if he has another baby while we're married. Then we got Tierra. She's going to court. She done went to court, and now she got a bench warrant out for her because she was late. And I'm like, girl, that's the one thing you supposed to, like, you supposed to be early for everything, but if you got court, you be there 3-4 hours early so you don't miss out on anything. But she was late. They did put a bench warrant out on her. So she like telling her homeboy, like, look here, I gotta turn myself in tomorrow. I'm gonna give you the money right now. So, well, in the morning. So once I do get locked up, you can go ahead and pay them and I can get out. But she ended up being in jail for 60 hours with all kind of murderers and thieves. But I'm like, when you do stuff like this and you getting drunk and you attacking people, you get, you know, thrown in the category of all those people that's in jail. Then correct me if I'm wrong. But Miss Nikki, baby, she was looking very sunken in the cheek area. Like the jaw area was like very sunken in. And I don't remember her looking like this. Like it made her cheek, I don't know if it was contouring or not. But she was giving me some of this. Like her face was like sunken in right there. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong on that. Then we got Brandy telling Max, Princess wants to get a prenup and I don't know what I'm supposed to do. He basically tells her, you be a bridesmaid. Quit getting in people's business. That's what happens when you get in people's business. Get thrown back on you, see? I already told Fizz what was going on with that old sex tape, so I put a squash to that. But she's like, really? I really want to, well, she didn't say that, but she was like, I really want to expose MONIECE and her sex tape out there. You wouldn't told, but they had that whole scene. MONIECE, she finally meets up with the dude that she had a sex tape with it. And it wasn't just some old I met you at the club type of situation and we had sex. It was like somebody that she was in a real relationship for like 2.5 years on and off. He lived in Vegas, she lived in Los Angeles. She would go visit him, he would come visit her. But she didn't want to do a long distance thing. And he says that the tape was on his phone, but he lost his phone. And I'm like, was you recording it on your phone? Was like you just set your phone up and you like, oh, let me get into pictures. Let me scroll over to movie row and push play and like, all right, baby, lay right there on the bed so I can make sure we gonna be in the shot. Was it like that? Because it's like it was on one of my phones. I dropped my phone. Jason Lee happened to find my phone. He looked through my phone to see whose it was, because he was, you know, that good of a guy, and he found the sex tape. So I'm like, so you're telling me it was on your phone, Jason Lee of all people found it, and your phone's not locked? But MONIECE, she wasn't having it. She's like, I want the tape, I want all the copies. It was like, it's only one copy is on my phone. But I'm like, if it's only one copy on your phone, how did Jason Lee give it to Brandy and him to watch? Did you like not remember that you did that? Anyways, she gets mad and she commences to slapping him. Yeah. We had Ray J earlier having a conversation with old Daddy Norwood because, you know, he couldn't go to mama because, you know, if she get one whiff that there was trouble in paradise, she's shutting it all down. So he talks to Daddy like, we arguing all the time. I don't know what to do. Like, y'all, maybe y'all should have put this back. Because if y'all arguing like this and you don't know if you want to get married, maybe it's not a good idea. They went on ahead and got married anyway. But, you know, if Sonny got a whiff that there was trouble in paradise, you know she would have backflipped from New York to Dago, California, and back again. So, what else happened? Oh yeah, we had at the end, we had MASIKA and HAZEL getting into it. Still, why? MASIKA, you are a mom now. Just don't worry about what HAZEL got going on, whether she's lying on Fetty Wap or not. And I just found it strange that you were always mad at him, but I guess since you mad at HAZEL more, that you decided to go. I don't know, y'all. I'm just glad that next week is the last episode. So I hope that I covered as much as I can, because I don't know how. I had my phone and my notes out, and going from cutting on camera to grabbing my phone, I guess I accidentally pushed delete and all my notes was gone. So, oh yeah, that's what I want to talk about. When Little Lyrica and Mama Pam went to go give Big Lyrica her car, Little Lyrica, I'm telling you right now, if Mama Pam had got all up in your tail, I wouldn't have been mad at her, because you don't go off and be pulling people out your car. That's what you're not going to do. You could have been like, why are you in my car? But you don't get out the car that you was in to go drag her out the car. Because if she gave you a 1-2 punch, I wouldn't be mad at her. Like, you put your hands on me. You trying to drag me out this car. This is what you're not going to do. But they kind of hugged it out. But I'm like, it seems like this is what happened before, but we reenacting things because Mama Pam always has a smile on her face when they're having these scenes where it's supposed to be serious and she mad. But anyways, that was just what went on. If I left anything out, by all means, please comment or video response. And like always, I want them subscribers and the people who watch my videos, I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe. And share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.